My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Sharon Stone said all people who voted for Trump are uneducated Americans. Thoughts? Not all. So she should have been a bit more clear about that. The people, the 1%ers, yes, they will vote for him because some of the things that the laws that they will be putting will benefit them. But the low-level MAGAs, low-level MAGAs, who's not part of the same group where Trump said he only need their vote just one time and after that they don't have to vote anymore.
And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed, it'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
Okay? The low-level MAGAs, okay? These are the ones that she's probably making reference to because Trump doesn't care about them. Look at this. He even called them stupid. The Elon don't even want to hire them. And I told you, I agree with Elon in that aspect. They're too stupid to be hired. If you're going to vote for somebody who doesn't care about you.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. We're the smartest people. We're the most loyal people. And you know what I really am happy about? Because I've been saying it for a long time. 46% with the Hispanics. 46%. #1 with Hispanics.
But yet, you then vote for the one who said who make, your life a little bit easier for you, providing different things to reshape your future.
No mistake, all of that being said, this campaign is not just about us versus Donald Trump. There is more to this campaign than that. Our campaign has always been about 2 different versions of what we see as the future of our country, 2 different visions for the future of our country. One focused on the future, the other focused on the past. Donald Trump wants to take our country backward to a time before many of our fellow Americans had full freedoms and rights. But we believe in a brighter future that makes room for all Americans. We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead. We believe in a future where no child has to grow up in poverty, where every person can buy a home, start a family, and build wealth, and where every person has access to paid family leave.
But you didn't vote for them, but you rather go over the one that wants to piss on you. I would not want to hire you. So in that aspect, I agree with Elon. Okay, so there's the video here. It's 2 minutes and 11 seconds, and it will be a screenshot. Video, 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Italy has seen fascism. Italy has seen these things. You guys, you understand what happens. You have seen this before. My country is in its adolescence. Adolescence is very arrogant. Adolescence thinks it knows everything. Adolescence is naive.
And this is why I said, in order for them to understand it, they have to go through it. Okay? And I gave an example. If Kamala Harris had won in some shape or form, yes, we would love it. But we have those dumb MAGAs who don't see the thing. I think I compared with President Obama presidency. The first term of President Obama, the first 2 years, this is where Obama did something. After that, nothing. 6 years passed, nothing. Why? Because the GOP were blacking him after blacking him. Some of the thing he was able to put is due to, what's the thing? Executive orders. Okay? I just don't understand why these people don't think your health is number one. And this is what Obama had done very first time. Put your health first. But they don't want it. But yet now they're complaining they do not want Obamacare, but they want the ACA. The freaking dumbass. Will you hire somebody like that? Okay? The other thing as well, I'm going to play the video. I might interrupt in between and then probably play it all over without me interrupting. All these other countries, European, they all have their racism within them. The reason they were able to have American backing, and those people at the top, the 1%ers around the world, okay, in each of their respective countries, they know that. What I'm about to say. The reason why many of the European countries were able to get the backing of the United States with the kind of freedom that they want is because of black and brown American in this country. Because when we vote, we see the BS that's happening and we put people, smart people in place to be able to see the danger Europe has. But yet, each and every single, well, I will not say each and every, let me take that back. A good portion of European, they still have their racism within them. The Americans who were helping them to provide the security and the freedom that they have is because from American side, okay, to get Biden, for instance, to support them like Ukraine, to be able to support Ukraine and all of that. It's because of black and brown people. Go back to 2020 election. One of the things, the three groups that helped Biden get in office. I did say these are the group who had helped Europe remain to have the freedom, the prosperity that they have. But yet, if these groups go over there or for vacation or something like that, in some shape or form, they will experience some racism by those people. Okay? But it is African American, Native American, Hispanics. Some Hispanics still think, MAGAs will accept them.
We're the smartest people. We're the most loyal people. And you know what I really am happy about? Because I've been saying it for a long time. 46% with the Hispanics. 46%. Number one with Hispanics.
But they're going to learn the hard way. These are the groups in the United States who help cushion Europe to have the kind of freedom, the backing the U.S. have. Now, when we come to the Middle East, and I did speak about it as I saw them coming. The reason why the U.S. was helping Israel with the Middle East, they frame him. If you look between the lines, they frame him and he had no choice. When he's trying to help Ukraine, they made sure if you're going to help Ukraine, you have to help Israel. Meanwhile, Israel is doing all the craziness that they're doing. Okay? So we thought, and then we have 2 more days now. I don't know if a miracle is going to happen. So we have 2 days. If what I saw or what I believe and what I read happened during the 2020 election, we have 2 days for Biden to do something. Okay? So some people have to go through some stuff in order for them to understand it. Many of them are starting to see the light. But will they understand it? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, let's listen. You know what? I don't want to start it all over now that I already stopped it. I move it back slightly though. And this is a white woman, Sharon Stone. I don't know what her eye color is. Blue eye probably, blonde hair, whatever. Okay? And the media kept a lot of things away from the American people to know what's going on around the world. When CNN first came out, things that we were seeing around the globe, we don't see that anymore. They control what they want the American people to see. So when it's time to vote, they could tell you anything. They ease this thing into. Look, I think probably on PYTE, where I talk about CNN, how it came about. And then once he sold it, they started having control of CNN. CNN was the first, I believe, I could be wrong in that, don't take my word for it, but at least the one that I recognize was the first cable news outlet that was giving news 24/7 worldwide, different places around the world. And then once the bad guy, they're sitting back, they're watching smart people doing the work. And then they're sitting back analyzing how I'm going to benefit from this. And once they find a way to benefit from it, they put their money in and buy it, and then they control it. Everything that you see happen, okay? Brain people, smart people do these things, and then the bad guys sitting back watching how they're going to benefit from it. All right, so I'm thinking different things. Weapons, when the military, U.S. military, saying they don't need any more weapons. But they have those bad guys in office saying, yes, we do. We do need those weapons. We do need those weapons. Military, people who's on the ground, who's dealing with things around the world with their counter adversaries, their friends, allies, you name it. The military saying, no, we don't need. But those politicians keep on saying, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Because they have a plan. Now, the system of the United States is somewhat established. You have so many high-level weapons and drones and all sort of things. Now, they're coming in. The same tactic, coming in, have control of it. Now, they're going to use it against you. Okay? So, people, those MAGAs better be careful. If you learn, okay, I'm going back again. If you learn what Putin has done, okay? Well, at the beginning of the war, he used his top trained people to go do the work, thinking that it's going to be a few days. Now, once that then happened, the trained military people are gone. Who did he use? He didn't use the rich, powerful kids to go fight the war for him. Okay, he started with the prison, and then he started with the poor, sent them, risk their life for him. He's still in power. And then the rich and powerful, either they out of the country, they don't have to deal with the war, but using the poor and the vulnerables and all of that. If you watch videos of Ukrainian interviewing some of the prisoners, of Russian prisoners, some of them, then no training, they don't even give them food or proper clothing, any of that. They don't care. They just send them over there to keep the war going. Until now, he was just buying time. But the media did not tell you guys. And when people like me showing you videos of all of this stuff, YouTube said you cannot talk about it. So they're all part of it. They are all part of it to control what the voters, the people who goes in the voting booth to see the truth and then vote against their best interest. If you look at the campaign, Trump, did he care Did he care of what he was saying? Okay, literally go to Madison Square Garden, say all of those BS, because he was riling up his base and other things he probably knew he had control of. He didn't care. He didn't talk about any policies. He didn't even talk about Project 2025. It's later on people's bringing it up and, dissected it and things like that. And all the people who create Project 25 under his whatever, I don't know if you will call friend or whatever, but these were the people he was associating with. But yet, those people still went and voted for him. Even though I still think with an asterisk. Something happened during the election, because when you talk to real people about the election, a good portion of them said they did not vote for him. So I'm hoping within those 2 days, the current administration knows something and waiting last minute to do something. I don't know. There was a time someone sent me a video of, I guess, white nationalists or fascism, like a military group of young men. I don't know. I think it's somewhere in Europe. Send it to me. I didn't share it because I will have to understand everything, the context of it, for me to share it with you. So these people are ready for some crazy war. I don't know. Let's just say they're ready. And then the voters in the U.S., if Biden doesn't do anything from now till whenever, okay, we pretty much open the door for them. Okay? And Trump did not hide behind anything. He did not hide behind anything. He let people know exactly what he stood for. But people still went and voted for him. Okay. Okay, definitely. Let's start all over.
Italy has seen fascism. Italy has seen these things. You guys, you understand what happens. You have seen this before. My country is in its adolescence. Adolescence is very arrogant. Adolescence thinks it knows everything. Adolescence is naive and ignorant and arrogant. And we are in our ignorant, arrogant adolescence. We haven't seen this before in our country. So Americans who don't travel, who 80% don't have a passport, who are uneducated,
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
are in their extraordinary naivete.
Even though I do agree with some of the things that Sharon Stone is saying, but my question to people like her and people who are thinking the same thing that she's thinking, when they saw black young men being shot at and there's no punishment, where were they? These are the things that many African Americans were still experiencing in the country. So now that they have gone after African American, now they're moving to the next group and then the next group. So this is what happened when people stay quiet. African American was fighting this on its own, on their own. Where was she and many other people like her were stood by and didn't say anything? Okay? So these are the same group, not her, I'm saying, the GOP, putting the laws to allow people get away with certain crimes against African American. This is why people have to speak up when they see something is wrong, because eventually it will reach your group, your demographic. All right, so let's get back to the original recording.
What I can say is that the only way that we can help with these issues.
These are the groups that she's making reference to. She's not talking about the 1%ers that already know what's going on around the world and their bank account is full. She's not talking about them. Okay? She's laying out all the key point here. Uneducated, never travel. Some of them never even went to another state to know how it is different places. They stay in their cocoon thinking they are comfortable. Whatever it is that they feel they are comfortable. But meanwhile, the world around them is moving forward. President Obama tried to remove from fossil fuel, get these people to educate them into renewable resources. They didn't want that. Instead, President Obama's presidency fueled these people to say, F it, we're going to go full blast. They were doing the kind of mechanism that we are seeing here, under the radar, little at a time. But President Obama's presidency made them go full blast where they don't give a shit anymore. We're going to go with our ideal kind of things where they won't even need those people anymore. These people have some crazy mind. They have some crazy mind. All right. So Sharon Stone is talking to the uneducated ones. The ones who, like she said, doesn't have passport, never left the US. I was going to say the UK. Never left the US and never seen different groups and cultures. They think because of their skin, they'll be accepted anywhere. When in fact, they don't give a shit about you. All right. But even though there are some African American who never travel around the outside of the US, but the kind of nonsense we experience within, we could have won. I mean, not we could have. They have won. We have won these people. But no. Well, anyway, let's continue.
Is to help each other. Now, we can't just say that women should help women because that's the only way we have survived so far.
Well, not all, because when you look what Meghan is going through, okay, you have these women, white women, okay, what's that, I'll put the screenshot of it, kryptonite, okay, of white women who Meghan is not bothering them. Meghan is minding her own business. Out of nowhere, these women feel like they should bash on Meghan. I mean, they're going to learn the hard way eventually. But let Sharon Stone speak. Okay, I want to see. Well, let me take some stuff back because I have seen some TikTok videos. I'm not on TikTok, but at least some of the TikTok videos that I have shared with you. If I seen it, you probably seen it because I will share it with you, even if I put screenshot. Is that some white women are starting to speak out against those other white women who's bashing Meghan, okay? And this is one of the reasons they want to take control of TikTok. But anyway, they could do it in another platform too. But let's continue.
Women should help women because that's the only way we have survived so far. We must say that good men must help good men. And those good men must be very aware that a lot of your friends are not good men.
That's true.
And you can't continue to pretend that your friends are good men when they are not good men. And you must be very clear-minded and understand that your friends who are not good men are dangerous, violent men. And you have to keep them away from your daughters, your wives, and your girlfriends. Because this is a time when we can no longer look away when bad men are bad.
She's 100% correct. She's 100% correct. Okay. That's a bigoted statement, and giving all the billionaires that supported him, I'm quite sure some of them had a great education. Like I said, I didn't even read this one when I said that. Those 1%ers are the ones, yes, they will vote for Trump because he will create laws to help them keep their money. But I think it's the low-level one, the uneducated one. Let me see what some people say. 51. Let's see. It's not a bigoted statement. Most of the billionaires who supported him have the same goal as him, get powerful and rich. Elon Musk peer pressure Trump to lower labor costs for his own benefit. You can find many videos around this topic on YouTube with a lot of details. Thank you for your comment. Okay. Starting with Trump, who is very uneducated or uninformed, having money doesn't not guarantee education or having gone to college. That's something actually stuck in the brain. Stone is right. His voters are not the smartest and are very gullible thanks to undereducation. Okay, they did that very systematic. These are things I've talked about from past videos. They destroyed the education system a little bit at a time. There were, I believe, back in the, could be 60s, 70s, I don't know, 80s, some high school used to teach mechanics, or even when you take your driver's license, they used to teach you that for you to go take your driver's license, wood shops, all of this. They remove it one at a time. There are people back in the days with the education they had from high school. They could create their own business with the skills that they taught them, but they destroy all of that. All of that. Now you have to go to college to get certain things, or trade school or something like that. But they did this purposefully. Okay, like I said, they were doing it a little bit at a time. When President Obama became president, 2 terms, this is where those people say, F it. We're going to go full blast. Forget this. It's taking us too long to get to the point where we want to be. Okay, now they chose Trump to be the face, and then they're going to go full blast. I don't know. 2 days. We have 2 days until we change administration. Okay, and the process already started. All right, so that's it. Okay. I went beyond and many other things. What else? Okay, let me stop that video. Should we do a prayer? Prayer for help, I guess. Let me look for something. Prayer for help. Okay, so this is the thing I was gonna share, but I took screenshot of something else. Which magazine tabloid that Harry and Meghan said they will not deal with. The BBC was told that the letter had been sent to editors of The Sun, the Daily Mail, the Daily Mirror, and the Daily Express newspapers. The new policy will apply to the 4 newspapers, their Sunday editions, and associated website, The Guardian's and media editor James Watterson reported. Okay, so Harry is not dealing with them. So now they're shifting places. They're sending them to the US because now they're pretty much gonna be in control of almost everything. Okay, so we shall see. I don't know. Let me open another thing. I might take a screenshot of that, paste it on X. Okay, prayer. What did I say? Are we gonna pray? Prayer for help. Okay. Let's put SOS. I don't know what to type anymore because this is crazy. This is an emergency thing here. Okay, let's pick this. Dear God, I know I cannot handle this day without you. Set my heart on your presence from the moment I rise to the last blink of my eyes. Help me ignore the demands of my day until I've loaded your truth into the foundation of my soul. Okay. Short prayer for help others. Okay, that's it. I don't know what to say anymore because we are in a dire situation. I don't know what some of the people who voted for Trump, or even, to their grandkids, what they're gonna say to allow this to happen. And it's been happening. This is what happened when certain groups are facing inequalities, mistreatment, and then another group just sitting back. They see what's happening, but because it's not them, they just look back and don't say anything. But little at a time, they just eliminate process of elimination. They start from the weak who doesn't have a backing, okay, and then move to the next, and then move to the next until it reaches you. Okay, what Sharon Stone has said is very true. You have friends especially for the men, you have friends that are bad people. You need to let them know. I mean, I just don't understand why some men... Oh my God, I could go on with this. There's something that Meghan had said, I believe, when 4 of them were sitting on stage, about feminism or something like that. She said something about men included as well, about feminism. I'll put it if I found it. If I don't put it, that's mean I don't find it. But Meghan have said something in that sense where men should be also part of this equation of feminism, because we're living in a society where what I do may affect you in some shape or form, and what you do may affect me in some shape or form.
I think what's interesting is I hear a lot of people saying, when speaking about girls' empowerment, finding and knowing their worth, or women's empowerment as well, you'll often hear people say, well, you're helping women find their voices. And I fundamentally disagree with that, because women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice. They need to feel empowered to use it. and people need to be encouraged to listen. And I think right now in the climate that we're seeing with so many campaigns, I mean, with Me Too and Time's Up, there is no better time than to really continue to shine a light on women feeling empowered and people really helping to support them, men included in that. I mean, it makes such a tremendous difference. So
these people only, when I said these people, the people in power who only care about money only, that's it. They only care about money only. When people's life, they don't care. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Even if you try to avoid them, they still want to be part of your life, even though you're trying to ignore them. This is the connection here. They don't like to be in their bubble, but they want to disturb someone else who don't want to be in their demented craziness. Oh my God, this world is in trouble. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I know I probably hit some nerves here. Some of you may not agree with some of the things that I say, especially what I say about Europe, where the US, the group that keep you up somewhat. So many things. That's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.